Hello my people, you are welcome to Elite Trading Channel, and as usual, today I'm going to continue uh, the previous the previous video I did, and I combined the MACD and then the two moving averages to capture spike. We looked at where the momentum gathered, and they give you the probability that it's going to spike. So that is what basically we are going to continue today. But then today we're going to add, like I said in the other video, and those of you who didn't watch the preview, who haven't watched the previous video, you should check it out. You should check it out from my channel. Yeah, of course you should check it. So today we're going to add another indicator, okay, and this indicator actually is not on the MT5. So what you do is you subscribe to the channel, and you send me an email, and I'll get back to you with the software. Okay, so what basically it is the DJ spike detector. So here is it. I'm gonna I've already imported it to the to my MT5, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to bring it here on the main portal. Okay, so this is how it's done. You just leave the default settings like that. Okay, so now this is the window. Yeah, okay, so basically I'm gonna do it for the other on this, because you're gonna use it on those. Okay, so done. Yeah, and one thing is this indicator really works better on the thousands. That's the boom thousand, the crash thousand, so you should know. But then for the purpose for which we are going to use this indicator, I believe it's definitely going to work for the boom 500 and the crash 500. Okay, so just watch out. There you go. Okay, so my people, so let's go on and see how these indicators work on the boom and crash market. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, okay, so basically this particular indicator, this tool, helps you to capture a swing. You can ride a whole swing with this indicator, and also it can help you to capture a spike depending on what you are doing on the markets, because I know we have people who only comes to pardon me, this is the indicator giving me indications. Yes, we have people who comes on the market to capture only spikes, and we have people who trade only, who do the normal trading, I mean, and the people who do both. So but then if you want to do both, if you want to do either one, this is the best indicator for you right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to see examples on how it works, how this particular indicator work. Okay, so yeah, let's go to
okay, so my people, um let's see some examples of how the indicator will work on the boom 1000 and the crash 1000, and then we will check it out on the boom 500 and the crash 500. Okay, so you see example, in my previous video I showed you that under normal circumstance I wouldn't buy from here without any spike. Yeah, I mean, when the the two moving averages cross and then the MACD2 cross without a spike, I don't normally enter this trade. But then I only do, listen again, I only do when I get this confirmation, when I get the red dots here with this indicator, when I get, as soon as I get this red confirming these two, I mean, I can enter and pick about 6-7 candlesticks before I get out of the trade. And listen, this is just one setup. You can see this setup, like dozens of this setup in a day. Okay, so no need to, you can capture a whole swing with it. I mean, from here to here till the end of it. But I mean, why would you want to risk yourself being in on the market for so long, or being in a single trade for so long, when there are dozens of trades that you can go? You see, so okay, so if you even want to capture like three, I mean 5 or 6 or 7 candlesticks, you can do that. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or even 10, and then you get out of the market. See, let's check some of the setups here. Yeah, the blue dot came before the MACD, and then the moving average turned low. But then you see from here, if even you waited for this confirmation too, yeah, this is the point that you would have probably entered, and you could capture a whole swing. See, so if you wanted to capture like 10 candlesticks, you can count it from here, and you will get your 10 and get out of the trade. See, and the 10 here again. But then then this is something that I want you to notice. As soon as you see the spike color dot, I'm saying this specifically because we know the spike of the boom is blue, and then the spike of the crash market is red dot. Okay, so as soon as you see that dot of the spike, please, it means it's not safe. It means the atmosphere there is not safe for you to be trading. Okay, so even if you enter a trade, I know that a lot of people trade based on the spike they see. If they see a bigger spike, they enter, they pick few candlesticks and all that. But then if you see the color of the spike dot, please, it means it is not safe. The environment is not safe. You should probably not enter a trade or trade there. It's either you are trading for spike, or you don't enter trade there at all. Okay, now to those who want to capture spikes, and mind you, the riding a long trend like this ones, mostly you'll find a lot of them in the crash 1000 and then crash 1000 market and the boom 1000 market. So I recommend that anybody who want to capture a long trend, say 10 candlesticks, 15 candlesticks, or probably I would not advise 15. I mean 10, you should get out of the trade. Yeah, I recommend that you trade that on the crash 1000 and the boom 1000. Okay, and those who want to capture spikes, probably you should come to the boom 500 and crash 500 market. Okay, so let's get some examples here. Let's get some example of the setups here that you can enter. From the previous video, I showed you how I capture my spikes with the MACD and then the two moving averages. Okay, so see now this indicator is another thing that show you that you are not in a safe zone. Okay, it tells you when you see the blue dots, it tells you are not in a safe zone, so you should probably not be trading until you see the red dot. Okay, if you see the blue dot, it means you are not in the safe zone. If you keep long on the market, if you stay in the market for a little bit longer, see what happens to you. It hits you, you think it will come, and it will hit you again, and you think it will come. By the time you realize, your account will be blown. Okay, so when you see this is a tool that really helps if you don't want your account to blow. The moment you see this blue dot and then it has already hit you one or two, you should probably close your trade and manage your losses. Okay, you don't stay in the market for so long. You don't stay in the market for too long, or probably when you see the dots before you are about to enter any trade, then you don't at all. Don't. Okay, so that is how it says. Yeah, I want to show you some of the setups you can use to capture. You can use to capture the spikes when you are in the same zone. And mind you, you get dozens of these setups in a day. You get dozens of these setups in a day. So yeah, probably. Okay, it's not the perfect setup, so let's move on. And this is not a perfect setup. Let's move on. You get these setups in a day, plenty of these setups in a day. This is another setup. You already saw here that you are in the blue zone, so it means the probability of the market spiking more is very high, as you can see here. So, and it gave you this little spike, the market turn here. So I told you that in a previous video that whenever it gets here, the two moving averages turn and the MACD turn, I expect a spike, and already we are in a spike zone. So when it's turning, there's no doubt it's gonna spike again. So I will I'll make a buy here, and just in the next candlestick, you get your spike and you get out of the trade. See how simple it is to make money here. I mean, this gave you that, this told you, this indicator I told you, like I said, when you see this red dot, it means you're in a spiking zone. You don't have to be in the market for too long. See what happened. So if you are if you are trading this market, see what will happen to you. See. So there are a lot of these opportunities that you see in the day. So no need to be rushing the market. Here you could have captured this. I mean, it was on the verge of turning, so you could have captured this, even though it's a small one. But make sure it turns the two confirmation turn. And one good thing about this is that the moment it turns and you don't get your spike, the moment it turns and you don't get your spike, you just opt out of the trade. See, You don't need to wait for anything like the RSI that you have to wait for your spike. You don't need to be waiting. Yeah, you don't need to be waiting. Okay, so you've seen this. It means we are in a spiking zone, and the market, it's about turning here. It's about turning here. So you could enter a trade here and capture this spike. And like I said, you get dozens of these setups in a day. So no need to rush the market. You just wait for your perfect setup and you capture your spike. Yeah, same thing, just like the previous setup I showed you. Just like that, it happened. You see, no need to rush the market. No need. And you can get same setups on the Crash 500 too. So oh, sorry for my indicator. It's giving me a lot of notifications here. Okay, so let's check out for same setup. So here, when you see the red dot is for the spike. Okay, so when you see the red dot, when you see the blue, it means it's trading. When you see the red, it means you're in a spiking zone. So you have to, the grounds is very shaky. You have to be very careful. Okay. Okay, so okay, probably this isn't the perfect setup. And mind you, I said you don't need to rush the market. You get the setup. You get your setup plenty of times. Don't rush the market. If you rush the market, you are the one that will suffer at the end of the day. See? Okay. A lot of setups that you get in a day. So no need pressuring the market. Okay, so this is a setup that you could have captured this spike. See, you are in a red zone. It tells you you're in a spiking zone. Okay, so you expect the MACD and then the two moving averages to turn, and here I've already told you how to set the two moving averages, the setups. So if you haven't watched the previous video, please kindly do. And then you see the MACD also is turning on the line. So here the best thing you do is you enter a trade here and you should expect a spike. If it doesn't spike in 3 candlesticks, you close your trade. But then see what happened. Just got your spike like that. So this spike, depending on your volume, could give you say 20 or 30 or even $50. You don't need to stress the market or stress yourself on the market. The more you stress yourself on the market, the more you stretch on the market, the more you are at risk. You put yourself at risk. See, same setup. I mean, how else can I teach you this? How else can I nail this to you? See, you are in the red zone. You should expect a spike in anywhere from here, and then you get to, it starts to turn here. I told you from the previous video that whenever it's about turning, I expect a spike. When the MACD and then the two moving averages are about to turn, I expect a spike. So see, it's about to, is it not about, check the MACD, is it not about turning? Check the two moving averages, is it not about turning? So you should expect a spike. You enter you make your sell here, and the next candlestick you get your spike. If it doesn't spike, like I said, for 2 or 3 and it finished turning like this, you just get out of the trade. And you can get about 10-20 setups of these setups, these perfect setups in a day. So you don't need to stress yourself worrying about anything or pressuring yourself on the market, because at the end of the day you are the one that will lose if you try to stretch the market. Okay, this is the right thing to do to preserve yourself. So there are a lot of setups that you can get on a day, even though you could have captured this one, but it's very small though, but you could have captured it. See, probably you would have entered here and then capture this one, even though it's very small. Okay, so it was about turning, so you enter here and then you get your spike. So my people, basically that's it. And then for the this indicator is not on the MT5, so I'll probably do a separate video to show you how you can set this indicator on your MT5. But then if you don't have the software, if you need a link, if you need a link to for this indicator, kindly comment it below, and I'll send it to your email directly. So you just email, comment, and give your email. Show your email in the comments, and then you'll get the link to download this software for free. Okay, but then make sure you subscribe before you send the comments. You subscribe so that you can get videos like this and then many other indicators that are coming. Okay, all right, so I wish you well. May the market be with you. All the best.